Alright folks, so what's up? One Big Bug and I'm coming at you with another vlog, and if I look extremely tired, well, I am. I'm approaching 24 hours without sleeping, and the reason is I'm pretty depressed. And when I get depressed, I also become an insomniac. Um, the reason for my depression is everything that I had laid out to be able to do over the next month for October, well, it just got trashed. Me and my wife, we went out to get something to eat. My wife had got her payday from, she takes care of her grandmother, and she wanted to treat me to something to eat. While we were out, I had looked at the tire of the car on the passenger side, and I noticed that the was a little low on air, which concerned me. You know, my car doesn't sit around, and the tire shouldn't be low on air like that. And so I took a closer inspection of it, and it didn't take me long to see that I'm not paying close enough attention to my car. My car has a pull to the right. I don't have the money to get it aligned. I want to, and eventually I'm going to try to. It's not going to be till next year. So the tires wear uneven, and this tire had worn to the point I could start seeing the steel belt in a few spots. And I really couldn't believe that I had let it go that far and never realized it. Never mind the fact that I don't drive the car very often. I only drive it 2 or 3 times a month. My wife and my mother-in-law use it the most. And that's not all. I said, my mind working said, if this tire is this bad on the outside, then the other tire must be just as bad on the inside. I need to check that. So I went to the other tire to check it, and I reached over the tire to feel. I didn't even get to touch the tire, and I felt pinpricks right into my fingers. The steel belt has not only come through, but it's coming undone. It's poking through. So that tire is even worse. So I told my wife and I told my mother-in-law, for the next week and a half, you can't go downtown. You can't go to Pukalani. You can't leave this area. The car is just not safe. In short, they can go to the grandmother's house and back. Grandmother's house is only 30 seconds literally up the street. Very easy to get to. It's just right there. So if anything happens, if a tire blows out, they're fine. They're in the neighborhood. They're not going to be driving 50 miles an hour. They're going to be driving 15 miles an hour. But what does this do? And why does this depress me? Tires need to be replaced. Well, it depresses me because it comes at the worst possible time. Next month is my wife's birthday. It's October 31st. 30th. Sorry, October 30th is my wife's birthday. And I wanted to do something special for her because I haven't in a while. I was going to get her Guild Wars 2 just as a gift, but I was also going to take her to Lahaina on the other side of the island. I was going to take her to the Ka'anapali Beach Hotel Sunday brunch, and then I was going to take her to Walden Books and let her buy a bunch of books, whatever she wanted, 5 books or so, which are, because she loves books, she loves to read. And there's a whole bunch of books out that she wants to get, she hasn't been able to, and I was going to do that for her birthday. And any money that I saved, and a fair chunk of the money that I'm getting, has to go to the tires now. The tires are going to be $100 or more each. And that's from Walmart. It's the cheapest place around. And November, my car registration is due, which is $200 something. And December is Christmas. So I'm pretty much going to be broke. um, for the next 3 months. And any plans I had to put new content on my channel has pretty much been scrapped. I don't think I can afford Guild Wars, even one copy of Guild Wars 2. I don't know if I can get Torchlight 2. It's only $20. I don't know what, if anything, I'll be able to do for my channel for the next few months. I'm going to continue posting League of Legends. I can get back into Binding of Isaac. I got Faster Than Light. Um, there are some things I can still do, but I'm not going to be able to keep up with the more recent stuff like I wanted. And I was going to buy myself a new keyboard, saving money for that. I have this old Logitech G15, and some of the buttons are starting to get stiff on it. When I'm typing, and I'll press a button, and it'll actually kind of like not depress properly, and it won't go through. And I was saving up for a new keyboard, and that's out now. I know you can get a cheap keyboard, but as a gamer, cheap keyboards, I've had one. I wore off the WSAD, and they just don't stand up to the beating. I had a $20 keyboard, and it just didn't stand up to it. So I was saving for a really nice keyboard, and now I find myself I'm gonna ask my father again if he's gonna help me, if he can help me to get a new keyboard. And I hate doing that, but the most devastating part, like I said, is I can't do anything for my wife's birthday. I am not going to be able to do anything for November and December. December's not bad. Even though December I kind of get strapped for money, I'm giving gifts, and that actually makes me feel better. But it just feels like whenever I get a little bit ahead, something happens either through my own ignorance or just chance that sets me back again. I was actually starting to save money and get ahead, and now I can't. I'm not going to be able to for the next few months. And it's not easy. I don't mean to get emotional. I really didn't want to. I thought I was pretty much over it, but I guess not. It's being tired probably playing into it. You can always tell when I'm depressed. I start gathering the few things I have that are important to me, like my boar's tooth necklace, and my wife bought for me on a trip to Hana. Hand carved. It's nothing special really, but I like it. And the same here with my I believe it's called ko'o, or something of that nature. Basically, it's a walking stick or a cane, and it's hand carved monkey pod wood. My wife bought it for me in 2004 at the Kanabali Beach Hotel. I wanted to take her for brunch. Hand carved, hand chiseled. The guy was making them right there, and I took this one. But that's where I stand right now. Financially, I'm done in. That's all there is to it. So, I know my road to level 30 is pretty popular. Well, not popular, but there's some of you that like it. And I'm actually surprised an old video of mine has gotten over 14,000 views. Suddenly, it's a 816 AP Sona. And it's funny reading some of the comments that come across that, and people giving me tips on Sona. And realize how old that game is. But yeah, it's interesting. I would hope that my channel would have grown a little faster, but it hasn't, and that doesn't bother me so much. Like I said, I'm in this more for the fun. But times like this, I kind of sit back and think, would be nice to be able to make extra money on the side, like being a partner. The problems I face about being a video gamer, well, number one is money. I don't have the money to keep up with the most current video games that people are really into and people really want to watch. Number two is kind of my age. I'm almost 40 years old, and most people who are really good gamers are much younger. Um, Number three, I'm not the most creative person in the world. I'm not good at making montages or using Vegas Pro or anything like that, so I've got some hurdles to overcome. But I'm having fun doing it, at least. And I'm going to keep doing it regardless. I'm going to do this for as long as I can, even if I never become a partner, even if I never get a bunch of subscribers. I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. If I'm 80 years old and still able to do this, I'm going to be 80 years old and still able to do this. That's just the way it is, folks. I'm not one to quit and give up. If I was, I'd have given up when I was 20. Here I am at 40, and I'm going to keep going at 60. Anyways, I'm sorry for the depressing vlog, but I needed to let you guys know what was going on. There'll still be content, and there'll still be plenty of it, but it just won't be what I was hoping for. Till next time.